Alright, so I got good news and I got great news. Good news, XP farm works, and we did some AFKing. Slightly recall doing that last time. We did a bunch of mining. Haven't actually played in a minute. Great news, or good news, I got a proper headset. Slightly upgraded microphone. No longer my AirPods. And the great news is I picked myself up a decent computer, so I can play a whole bunch of games. In fact, I can play any game I have in my Steam library, and I can play it at quality and record. So, I guess this is turning into a gaming channel. Ain't nothing wrong with this. Is loud as shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So, oh, and it's raining outside. I have kind of a plan for how I want to do the videos. Again, kind of a plan. It's not very fully fleshed out yet. I have built a content calendar or video release schedule. This rain is super annoying. Find a tree and punch it to collect wood. Yes, we've done that. Okay, I gotta turn that rain down. Music and sound. Okay, hold on. Turn that off. Weather. There we go. So, what was I saying? I can't remember. Something about fun games. I remember that much. Yikes. Okay, so we probably need a new chest. Okay. That can go in there. We'll go ahead and just toss these in here for now. We don't quite have a fortune pick, so I can't fortune these quite yet. Truth be told, I don't really know what I'm going to do this episode. I never do. But I do know this is the first time playing on the new computer. First time recording on the new computer. I did some test recordings. Seemed like everything was working as expected. But you never know. My brain just had an idea, but now it lost it. I'm gonna make some new armor. I think I'm gonna try to go to the Nether and try to find a fortress. Kinda sucks that we have to restart on the achievements. I have to punch it with wood, I think, with my hand, probably. That... Oh no, I don't have to... I don't have to restart from the looks of it. Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess the advancements carried over. That's cool. Okay, so we need some more food. Good thing we just cooked a whole bunch. Might as well bring the whole stack. I don't necessarily need 2 water buckets. I don't need a bed in the nether. Having some wood wouldn't hurt. Actually, any water bucket doesn't really matter because it just dries up instantly. Also, if it sounds like I'm being quiet right now, I am. I don't like being loud when there are other people around, and there are, so I'm going to maintain my quietness. Anyways, God dang it. If I throw it that way, I'm gonna pick it up again. Okay, throw it over here. What I know for sure is my monitor's not quite straight on the thing I want it to be on. So just fix that. What I know for sure is that I got a super nice computer and I can play any game I want to play. And I'm going to okay. I also know that I'm going to make videos on pretty much every game I play. I say pretty much so that I can leave maybe 1 or 2 games, because I don't always want to be playing games for videos, because that means I have to edit the videos. And yeah, I know oh my god, why can I not? I'm not the biggest editor at the moment. I used to love making highly edited, super quick cut videos. It was a fun pastime of mine, so I may do that every now and then for specific videos. I may also not do that at all and just leave everything raw and unedited. I don't know. I'm not future me, but I do know that the me I am now becomes the future me, so we'll figure it out. So I like to look at that. So I am going to be playing some games like War Thunder and PlanetSide 2 and Far Cry 3, and maybe even do a playthrough of GTA 5. I know it's a little bit late in the lifespan for that, but maybe there's someone out there that hasn't found their favorite YouTuber yet, and I'm that, and they just don't even know it yet because I haven't made the videos yet. Anyways, that's a whole thing. What matters is I'm here playing Minecraft like I said I would. And what I was talking about with the content calendars, I do have one made. I just need to go back through it and add more. What the fuck? Oh, okay, let me hit you back, jerk. That's right, my sword's a bane of arthropods. I just need to make sure I am recording. Yes, I am, and it looks like all the audio is getting picked up properly. Cool. I did, like I said, did do some test recordings, but I'm always like hyper vigilant nowadays because I've goofed up so many of these things. Like there's a couple of my Minecraft videos that the microphone just didn't even pick up for literally whatever reason. I don't know. Because the one right before it picked up and the one right after it picked up, and they were recorded in the same session. So I have no idea what happened. Genuinely. I'm like, that's cool, I suppose. See that? Bounced off his head. Goofy. I was saying something and I feel like it was important, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Something about playing games for videos. Oh yeah, the content calendar. Like I need to update it. And well, what I've been doing is I planned out the 2025 content calendar at the sort of the beginning of the year, and I just anticipated it being only Minecraft videos, and I also started playing Kerbal Space Program. Actually, even before I got the computer. So, and I don't know when that video is going to come out in relation to this video, and this video um, probably isn't going to be coming out for a while, if I had to guess. Because this looks like it should be November 4th, this video. But the funny thing is I'm recording this on July 6th. So I may have to change some things around, but I am also scheduled with my videos, at least Minecraft, through October 30th. Doing like 3 a month, roughly. So it's kind of tough to retroactively go back through and then new stuff in between the lines, which is, it's not impossible, it's just a kind of a bit of a pain in the teeth. So linearly speaking, things might be a little weird, but that's not the end of the world. And I did fall off that cliff. That's cool. Okay, this is probably where I die. Yikes. Of course. So everybody's a critic. What is going on? Okay. I'm physically leaning, trying to like peek around that corner in real life. That's not how this works. Can I get a return to sender here? Oh, I guess he just despawned. Yeah, I began planning out all the dates I want to put videos up on 2026, but again, I'm gonna have to go back through, and this was before I got the computer, so I was like, I just need to add more days in. I gotta kind of change how I look at the dates, because right now I use an Excel spreadsheet to keep track of stuff like that, and I just make a calendar and then highlight the cells based on when I want videos to go up, just to like give me a target to shoot for, if you will. And then I just make the videos and I keep track of what stage they're in, so that I know how ahead I am, or how, you know, like where I'm at relative to what I plan to do. So I've been highlighting like green days. Basically, I'll select a cell and I'll highlight it like a forest green color, and that's a Minecraft video. But now that I'm doing more than just Minecraft, at least I intend to, then I may just switch that to just being a generic gaming video, because I don't necessarily know if I want to schedule things based on what it is I'm playing. Like I don't want to do something like Wednesday is always Minecraft or Tuesday is always this. That's not my vibe. What I want to do is just highlight, maybe aim for like 6 videos a month going into 2026, and then just as they happen is what goes up when. I mean, certain videos like PlanetSide 2, there's no need to have those in any like consecutive order, and honestly there's really no reason to have like Minecraft in order either, or like a story-based game. Like I'm gonna probably play through Dishonored and Far Cry 3, and I know there's a story base, so there's like some incentive to release them regularly scheduled. Okay, how many hits does this guy take? But also that's not really what I want to do with this channel. I just want this to be like sort of chaotic. Like I don't want you to ever, you being the viewer, I don't want you to ever feel like you know what the next video is gonna be, other than that you know it's gonna be me. That's sort of what I'm aiming for, and I want to keep a good variety while also like actually completing the games and continuing to play certain games. So there is some like need to make sure that I'm releasing certain games consistently. And the way I've laid out my content calendar, my general plan for this is, I think that was almost very bad. It's actually very conducive to being able to keep track of what's what, going out when, because I not only do I highlight everything in the table, but I do also like keep a graph, not a graph, but a chart of all of the planned release dates. Okay, so that's where we came from. Pretty sure of that, because I do remember crossing over the soul sand patch. I just need to make sure I don't get lost. Yeah, I just need to make sure that, like, what I kind of want to avoid people being like, oh, you haven't released a Minecraft video in X number of days, when's the next one coming out? But I also want to avoid those being the only videos that go out, and I understand that it could come to the point where certain videos do better than other videos, and I need to sort of pivot to make sure that people are getting what they want out of the channel, but I also don't necessarily want the channel to be for the viewers, if that makes sense. I don't want to be playing specific games because people are requesting specific games, but at the same time I do kind of want some level of that where there is a genuine connection between me and you guys, the viewers. But it ultimately, this channel, the whole point of this channel is for me to play the games I want to play, and just really it's like even the reason I got the computer in the first place was to like give myself a time to a time and a means to get away from everything else I'm doing, and it's a little bit of an escape, but it's also fun. And if you view all fun as an escape, then you're always going to be dogging on yourself for having too much fun. So like I love playing games, and I just haven't in a very long time, due to the position I was in my life, with being in the military, and it, like, I don't know, a lot of things like that. Well, the military thing and what I was doing before, I wouldn't say down on my luck, but I was making bad decisions, and I was not necessarily financially set, so I was doing the most with what I had. But unfortunately that meant that I wasn't able to necessarily do things that I really truly enjoy, like playing games. And yeah, every now and then I'd be able to squeeze in some fun time. But I really once I got into the military, and even beforehand, I viewed, and I did this to myself, where I started to embrace the opinions of other people, where you scroll too much on social media and you see people like, oh, the people that play video games are low life, pathetic, basement dwelling losers that live off of the goodwill of those around them. And that like stuck with me, and I never wanted to be that. So I did everything in my power to not play video games, because I thought they were, I didn't just think, I truly believed that playing video games was a sign of an unfit individual, someone that's not a productive member of society, if you will. And I'm still getting over that. It's like, even as I'm playing this, I'm like, well, there is a substantial amount of goodwill that I am living off of, and I can't necessarily say that I'm taking advantage of it, but I could also say that I'm taking advantage of it. Because what does it really mean to take advantage of? It means to use that to your advantage. And if someone gives you food, you're taking advantage of that. That's the fact of the matter. And I think there's a big difference between taking advantage of and taking for granted. And I think one big problem I've had is taking things for granted in a lot of cases. You can take advantage of things, and if you're in a situation that's very conducive to like building yourself up and bolstering yourself, yeah, take advantage of that situation and like get the most out of it. Like, if you win the lottery, you're not just gonna, throw that money away. You're gonna use it. You're gonna take advantage of that money. But what you ought not to do is expect that every time you scratch a ticket, you're gonna win. That's taking it for granted, and that's, I feel like, the real problem. Taking advantage of something, it's like everybody takes advantage of their situation. In fact, you'd be stupid not to. If you're not taking advantage of where you are, then you're not growing. You're staying stagnant. So yes, I'm in a situation now where I've and I can't say it was handed to me. I put in a lot of work. I made very, very big sacrifices to get myself into the position where I am. I like I said, I was in the military for a term of service, and that left me with some, well, things that I still have to deal with every single day of my life. And going forward, I don't know if they'll ever get better. I don't know if they'll ever go away entirely, and I can't expect them to. I just know that I made decisions in the past that got me in that situation. I did the most with what I could, and I did something I'm proud of. Yeah, I take pride in the fact that I served. I take pride in that, and I'm never gonna go into that. I'm just gonna state that yes, I was in the military, and that's the extent of that story. I don't really like diving into the nitty-gritty of it, because just to me, it's a me thing, and it's those that are close to me thing. Like, people on the internet don't need to be that involved into my life. Everybody wants to know, oh, what'd you do? Fucking forget about it. You're not gonna know. I'm not gonna fucking put that on the internet. I'm just gonna play the games. But there are certain things I say, and certain ways I think, and certain ways that I am, that are a direct result of the military service, and that's the only explanation of that you need. As for these videos, I gotta check my timer. We're coming up on 25 minutes here. I need to adjust my iPad to not turn off. Oops. That one. There we go. Sorry about that. What was I talking about before I started going down that rabbit hole? Dungeon Center. Dang. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, oh, yeah, I was talking about, like, I never really allowed myself to have fun. The reason I wanted to start making YouTube videos is to really give myself a reason to do something I know I enjoy. Like, I know right now I'm playing this game, I'm having a lot of fun just fucking talking and jumping around, shooting gas, killing Blaze, doing the thing. But because of my upbringing and because of certain beliefs that I hold and certain patterns of life that I've been influenced by, I look at everything I do as needing to be productive. I need to view it as contributing something back to the world if I'm going to be doing any. So it's easy for me to justify doing something I love by making videos. Like, I enjoy making videos, I do. I really enjoy sitting here talking to myself and hearing myself talk. Something about my voice is kind of soothing. Something about hearing these thoughts that more often than not just stay condemned to my mind, and actually hearing them in the physical world it's relieving. It's like that pressure in my mind is being let go of. So yes, there will be times when I play without making videos just to actually let myself have fun. And I wouldn't really even be able to do that had I not started and basically forcing myself to play by making videos. I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna make Minecraft videos and I'm gonna 100% the game, kill the Ender Dragon, get the Elytra, kill the Wither, kill the sea boss, whatever, the Guardian, kill what's the one in the Deep Dark, kill that one. I'm gonna kill them all. I'm gonna beat all of the bosses. I'm gonna do it on film. I'm gonna record every single fucking minute I play in this world. But had I not forced myself to do that, I would never have, like, let myself just play. Because when I'm just playing, I feel like, oh, I'm being unproductive. I'm just consuming. I'm using oxygen without any, like, reciprocation. Like, I'm not giving anything back to the universe, which in a sense is true. And that's why I struggle so deeply with it, because it is true. If I'm just playing, I'm not necessarily providing any value to anybody or anything, even the internet. You could argue that you're providing value to the game developers by playing their game, but I don't know, I get kind of lost in this hole of, I might need more blaze than that. I kind of want to find the stronghold today before I'm, like, done playing Minecraft, and I might go some other games too. I don't know yet. Oh, this guy might do me in. Oh yeah, if I miss this next one, I'm toast. I was not toast. I was, in fact, very much not toast. Anyways, looping back to the original point I was trying to make is, I think the plan for this is going to be completely random videos. Like, you're gonna have no idea when the next ones are gonna come out. Or I could go one step further and, like, eventually create, like, a Patreon or something, and only people that actually care will get the whole video schedule in advance. and then they just know when the videos are going to come out, what videos are going to come out when. Which, I don't know. The thought of making a Patreon is kind of weird. It's like I made one a long time ago for my music stuff. Never got any traction, but at the same time, like, I never really gave it the attention it probably deserved. So how can I expect it to do what I want it to do if I don't do what it wants me to do? At the end of the day, none of this is about money. I'm not playing these games, I'm not making these videos to get money. It would be cool, it'd be super cool to get money from playing video games, like that'd be fucking sick. I can't think of any person who would say that's not sick. But that's not the goal. The goal is to play these games that I love and not die to wither skeletons in the fortress. That was kind of dumb. Okay, well, let's go try to get our shit back. Oh! I didn't mean to make 5 pairs of boots. It's a waste of iron. Whatever. Okay, let's get a stack of arrows. Let's get sword and a pick. Some sticks. Sword. Pick. Sticks can go back. Let's bring some food. Guess I don't really have all that much cooked stuff. I need to start cooking some food, don't I? Damn. Okay, well. Bring the bread, we'll bring the carrots. I think that's all we need. Let's fucking see if we can get back there. Probably should bring some blocks with me, but I can pick up some netherrack on the way. See if my brain remembers how to get there. Actually, I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. I know, cliffhanger, right? Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one.